trust. Congress recognizes that, and they write the Freedom of Information Act in 1966. And the idea is to give us citizens more access to the basic information about how our government works and what it's doing. A couple things you need to know about the FOIA statute. It does not care who is asking for the information, for the most part. All it cares about is what the information is. That's what's important in a FOIA request. So you make a request and the information is presumed to be disclosable, something that should be disclosed unless it meets one of several exemptions that exist in the law. So for example, the government does not have to share everything it knows about national security issues. The government does not have to share individual employees' personnel files. There's a certain set of documents that relate to government planning and deliberation where Congress has said, you know what, we don't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry in the U.S. To be figuring out every word that was said in every single meeting about every government event. And so, to do that would cause the government to grind to a halt because nobody would want to talk about anything because then it might be publicly disclosed. You can't have candid discussions about how to do things much the same way that private corporations do. And so there's another exception. All these exceptions, they don't apply to us in our C-file request because there is no exemption that tells the VA that they can refuse to produce a copy of a veteran's C-file to the veteran to whom those records pertain. Because there is one exemption to the FOIA request that says that, and it's called the privacy exemption, not to be confused with the Privacy Act, which we're going to talk about in a minute. The privacy exemption, which says, I cannot get your information from the government without your permission. You can't get mine. So you can't go in and serve a FOIA request and ask for a copy of Addict's VA claims file. Just like I can't go in and use the Freedom of Information Act to get a copy of Barry Bond's tax records. Your information, other people's information that the government has is private unless that person allows the government or waives privacy and allows the government to produce it.